My name is Dr. Alexandra McKane. I am an attending physician at Clinton Family Physicians, and I graduated residency in the summer of 2022. One of the things I love about family medicine is that you can really tailor your practice however you'd like to do. I chose to see more adults because that's what I was exposed to the most in residency. I did residency in a pretty rural area where there was like an elderly population, so I just kind of got more comfortable with an older population, and I see patients from the ages of 12 and up. But like I said, most of my patient demographics are older. Interviewing for Covenant Health was the first time I ever was in East Tennessee, and I'd never really been anywhere in like this area of the country, the South, before, and it's cliche to say, but when I came and interviewed here, I fell in love immediately with the nature, the people. I know just for myself, with my goals with my life and what I wanted my lifestyle to be, I really wanted to be in an area with a lot of nature, that had a comfortable cost of living, for example, more like kind of a mix of city life with activities there, as well as a rural area where you can still, it's easy to drive to the Smoky Mountains, take a hike, that sort of thing. What motivates me, I mean, again, like maybe the simplest answer is the relationship that you develop with the patient. Obviously, I'm still fairly new, but even just after 4 months of being here, I'm already know my patients by name. I'm develop patients with not only them, but their families, and you really get to know about their lives. They tell you about, growing up in Eastern Tennessee, growing up in Clinton, and I found that very, very rewarding. So for me, during my residency training, I had a pretty inpatient heavy program. So with that, I was really familiar and comfortable with a lot of my specialty attendings, the cardiologists and neurologists, vascular surgeons, etc. So I was looking for a patient population that kind of reflected with what I saw a lot in the hospital setting, but I wanted to translate that into like a less acute atmosphere on the outpatient side. So when I interviewed with Covenant Health and I interviewed with Clinton Family Physicians, I was able to tell fairly quickly that this was the setting I was looking for, kind of seeing the patients in a non-acute way, making sure that they kind of had what they're needed medications-wise and screening-wise. And yeah, I would say that my residency training prepared me very, very well for the opportunity here. Fourth year of medical school is a very exciting time. You're interviewing all over the country usually. You're coming up with your rank list, and it's a lot of work on self-reflection to come up with a list, and I would kind of advise just following your gut, knowing what's important to you, what kind of training you would want, trust your intuition, kind of the vibe, so to say, of how you felt during your interview with that site is really, really key in making that decision. A family medicine residency is a huge investment, not only into the hospital system, but the community itself. Family medicine residents become it's akin to like a jack of all trades, where you learn a little bit about all the different specialties of medicine, becoming very adept at as much as you can. It makes you such an asset to your patients when you're able to have an idea of, thinking ahead, well, what would a specialist do and what can I do for them now, so that today, that they don't have to maybe wait several months for example, referring out to a specialist. What can I do today so that they don't have to wait? What procedures am I able to do? What testing and imaging can I order? Can I even maybe save them from a referral and waiting months? Because obviously that's hard on both them and the family, because all that waiting, it really does impact the community for the better when you have a lot of strong family physicians in the area.